All right, what's up, guys? Today was another actiony day, I would say. We had some really nice range. I was expecting some logs to get caught off guard because of that. I think it was a 650 point or something, close to 700 point bull run yesterday. I was looking for a short as buyers were pushing at the open. We opened in a small range, but I saw the sellers on the tape. So I started to hunt the short, but I was really looking for either. If it popped, I was going to look to take that sucker aggressively short just for the fact that the market likes to move in waves. So you imagine that 700 point pop yesterday. It needs to come back at least 300 points. 50% retrace is ideal. And then so the sellers hit the tape and I started to short with them. Normally I was wait, but I locked in decent P&L. Something interesting happened. I started to play the bounce a little too early. And Ninja Trader has been giving me these funky errors to where I cannot get out of trades. And I was in 20 contracts of MNQ. It wasn't a lot, but enough to do damage. If you're locked into a trade and you cannot get out of it, fire drill on multiple accounts is not the jam. These are my lucid accounts. I wanted to pass these, but I reached my max daily loss. By the time I got my other platform set up, this was already popped. But these other ones were negative. I was able to hold the trade because it was selling off pretty bad. The selling pressure was pretty harsh. And so I was able to hold on to that, not willingly. It wasn't planned for sure. But once I started seeing it bounce, I held on for a bit. Then I snapped out of it and built my way back. I started to play both sides of the trades and was able to lock in a decent P&L across all my accounts. I'm working to build a full stable again. My take profits. I've also added trade day. You're able to trade max 3 accounts. Well, take profit, obviously, the daily withdrawals, which is huge. The trade day is another one that does daily payouts. So these two combined, it's going to be massive. I also added legends. They have trader bait. So anything that goes under trader bait is vetted pretty intensively. So trader bait doesn't just take any prop firms. So I ended up, there's some other ones I want to get. Damn lucid accounts, man. This is the reality of trading, right? All days isn't going to be good, especially when you're dealing with technical platform issues. But, hopefully you got yourself in check. For me, I did get triggered a bit emotionally after being up $400 early and giving it back, going negative. Then seeing my lucid accounts pop. That's enough to get your feathers ruffled up. I am going to just lock it up. So I'm going to let it do what it does. I want to see if the daily here is going to reclaim or it's going to be continuation downside. I know for sure we're still under the weekly. God, you guys can't see that, but we're still under the weekly, but we have a full week for this to play out. We almost hit the monthly extension. I don't know. They might have the monthly support, but at some point this monthly is going to break and it's going to be wild when that happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen soon because we're still in a monthly bull trend, but the weekly is broke. I would imagine the weekly is going to reclaim and then try to give a good correction because that's down pretty significant. And remember, again, those weekly charts, they take a long time. I mean, they take a week to play out. So the weekly and the monthly is only used for bigger context. I just want to see what the bigger guys are doing. My daily contributes to my intraday game plan. Today, I knew I was going to look for longs, but only after the big, huge correction. So that's the beauty of being able to play both sides. You have 2 opportunities and can capitalize on that. Until then, see you in a bit. Hope you guys are doing well.